Culture. Culture is everything made, learned, and shared by members of a society, including values, beliefs, behaviors, and material objects.
So, Ms. Crystal Wonderman, what is your understanding about what we have read?
Culture is the way of life of something.
Yes, that's correct. Culture is the set of beliefs, norms, mores, laws, something like that. So, who can give an example of culture?
Festival.
Miss John Daniel.
Festival.
Who can give more? In our country, what are the cultures we have? Yeah.
Patronal.
What, another?
Yung mga festival, panagbenga.
What more? Oh. So, yes, all the examples that your buddy gave, that is correct. So, festival. So, we will proceed now to the forms of culture. So, we have two forms of culture. We have the material culture and non-material culture. Can you identify these things if it belongs to the non-material culture or material culture? C2.
Material.
Food.
Material.
Belief.
Non-material.
Value.
Non-material.
Law.
Non-material.
How about the technology?
Material.
So, who can give now the meaning of what is the difference between the non-material culture and material culture in his own understanding? Is Teresa Rosetta? What is your opinion about the two forms of culture?
For the material culture are those that we can buy, drink, while non-material culture are intangible aspects of a culture.
Yes. Material culture consists of concrete, visible parts of a culture such as food, clothing, cars, weapons, and buildings. Aspects of culture differ from society to society. So, an example of a material culture is the jewelry. We all know that in the Philippines, if we have a ring with our left finger, what do you call this?
Ring finger.
Ring finger. We are already married. So in Indian culture, if one woman wear a necklace, we will identify that she is already married. Yes. Non-material culture consists of intangible aspects of a culture, such as values, beliefs. So, we will tackle about the meaning of a value. What is a value? What is value? Miss Marby.
Culturally approved concept about what is right or wrong, desirable or non-desirable.
Oh, yes. Another meaning of value or culture is about things should be and differ greatly from society to society. An example of this is many women value thinness as a standard of beauty. So, these are the values that we practice in our country. In Ghana, however, most people consider American fashion models equally and desirable. In that culture and others, robustness is valued over silliness as a market of beauty. So, we will go now to the beliefs. What is the meaning of belief? Just about word.
Belief. Specific ideas that people feel to be true.
So, what are the beliefs that your grandmother tells to you? Miss, what is that?
Superstitious belief that's like the black cat.
Oh, what about the black cat?
It represents bad luck.
So, who can give more example of beliefs that your grandmother told you? Oh, you, me.
When the spoon is broke down, meaning we have a visitor.
Ah. So, beliefs are specific ideas that people feel to be true, values, support. So now we will go now to norms. Who can give the meaning of norms? These are Rosetta.
Or it's a guideline or an expectation for behavior.
There are some classification of norms. So, every society has expectations about how its members should and should not. Each society makes up its own rules of behavior and decide when those rules have been violated and what to do about it. Norms change constantly. Why norms? How can norms change? How norms
Different settings. Wherever we go, expectations are placed on our behavior. Even within the same society, these norms change from setting to setting.
So, an example of different setting is the way we are expected to behave in church differs from the way we are expected to have at a party. Correct?
Yes.
So, the second is
Different countries. Norms are placed specific, and what is considered appropriate in one country may be considered highly inappropriate in another.
so, an example of this is in some African countries. It's acceptable for people to movie, theater, real frequency, and speak loud comments about the field. In the United States, people are expected to sit quietly during a movie and shouting would be unacceptable. So that is the value of the country United States. Next, Miss Elsica.
Different time periods. Appropriate and inappropriate behavior often changes dramatically from one generation to the next. Norms can do shift over time.
So, example, in the United States again, in the 1950s, a woman also almost never asked a man out on a date, nor did she pay for the date. So, it's so very
Next muna po.
so, while some traditional norms for dating prevail, most women today feel comfortable asking men out on dates and paying for some or even all of the expenses. So next, we will now proceed to language. What is language? This is Stephanie Bulan. What is language?
Human beings use language therefore
So, okay. Continue.
language is a way of verbal communication.
So, without language, there is also there is no culture because through language we will transmit culture. So next is walkway. Walkway. What is walkway? Remarks.
Folkways. It is a form of everyday behavior that people follow for the sake of convenience or tradition.
Yes, it's correct. So an example of walkway is holding the door open for a person right behind you is a walkway. So wearing a suit to an interview is a walkway. And also the raise of eyebrow, that is also a walkway. So next we have the moray. We'll give the definition of moray. Novi.
Moray is a norm based on a morality or definitions of right and wrong.
Since more have moral significance, people feel strongly about them, and violating of a moray usually results in disapproval. An example of moray is parents who believe only married people should live together will disapprove of their son living with his very sex. They may consider their son's action a violation of the moral guidelines or behavior. So next is the law. Lisa.
So, it's a norm that's written down and enforcement that is.
So violating a law results in a specific punishment. So laws are the government give laws. So an example of laws is that it is illegal in most countries to drive a car with drunk. And the person violating this law may get cited for driving under the influence of DUI, which may bring a fine, loss of driver's license, or even jail time. So next is the taboo. What is taboo?
That this is a norm that society holds so strongly that violating it results in extreme wisdom.
So one example of taboo is in the one country, cannibalism and incest are considered taboo. In some Muslim cultures, eating pork is a taboo. Yes.
Eating?
Yes. Eating pork is a taboo. Then, because for them, pig is unclean. So we will proceed now to the characteristics of culture. First is culture is shared. We'll give his own explanation about the culture is shared. Novi.
Culture is shared. For example, if I have a daughter from now, the culture that what we call that mana, from my old generation will be passed from my daughter.
Yes. Culture is shared because through interaction with other people, we will gain, share, or
We adapt their...
yes. So next is culture is learned. How culture is learned? Miss Rita. How culture is learned?
Culture is like, for example, your culture is different from our culture, so I guess your culture can be learned through interaction.
Yes. Okay, next is culture is dynamic. Dynamic. Culture is dynamic, madam, because no culture is ever permanent. Oh yes, that's correct. Okay, next is culture is transmitted from generation to generation. Like what Nabi said that when she will have a baby, my daughter, she will inherit, or the child will inherit the culture that her mother inherit to in her last generation.
their forefathers.
So, that's all our discussion, guys. Goodbye.
Goodbye.